This conference will now be recorded.
Welcome to DRTSPR show. This is Dr. Tangella Shivaprasad Reddy alias Dr. TSPR. Namaste, Adab, hello and a warm welcome to Gurutululu BV Subbarao garu. Sir, namaskaram. Another
Namaskaram.
important topic we have been covering the election issues in Karnataka. Last three shows on Karnataka, how all political parties are ignoring the basic amenities which are due for every citizen. That is his fundamental right. 23,000 crores for a pipeline without even a drop of water in Bengaluru surroundings for 12 years. All the political parties they have spent. Where did that money go? Why water has not come? Like that, we have exposed lakes, how they have been encroached upon in Bengaluru and Karnataka. No one speaks about that. How water has become costly and how water is being on a migration from one place to other, ignoring the local water resources. They're ignoring that because they're using it for real estates and all. Nalas encroached, lakes encroached, river full tank level encroached. God has not given them strength like Mumbai, what they are doing with ocean, how they are trying to dig deep and creating cities, expanding cities. It is not happening in other states, at least for now. Is this the way we should go around? Can we survive this way? Can our present be safe and secure? Can we preserve something for our future, for our children, kith and kin? That is nonsense. No one speaks about that. In Karnataka election, such a huge election, big election, all literates in Karnataka, IT professionals, CSR, corporate social responsibility. No one understands. Elite IT officials, IT entrepreneurs, because of floods, they had to shift their way out because water and elephant will never forget their way. As if this is not enough, we are just to try for a day moving away from Karnataka elections tamasha, and we have seen the bribe of MLAs, corruption at highest level. Corruption is the scourge of the society. That's corruption, corrupt minds, corrupt policies everywhere have become a bane. శాపంలాగా అయిపోయింది అవినీతి అనేది. ఆ అవినీతి హైదరాబాద్ నౌ తెలంగాణలో ఒక తమాషా గ్రీన్ సిటీ అనేది ఒక న్యూ ఎలక్షన్ తమాషా is happening in Hyderabad also, in Telangana also. Both state and central governments have to be blamed. How can central government institute or issue an award to Hyderabad when Hyderabad, a small rain inundates roads, it floods entire colonies, living areas, software personnel, children are washed away, losing lives and properties alike. Central government under Mr. Modi still names Hyderabad as the best city, but the irony is their own BJP exposing has won many corporator seats in Hyderabad, but not the central government. See the dichotomy, ambiguity. Even the Prime Minister the other day came to Hyderabad. You are saying we will not leave any corrupt element, but on the lines, again, Green City Award to Hyderabad. What is the green city? I'll just take a forward from our guru and then I will show you some videos and pictures. What is green city? What does it mean? Green means everywhere that green, that forest, urban forest area, those bug, those parks, that water which you need through lakes, through nalas, those water sources, bodies, if they are occupied, if they are encroached, if they are destroyed, how can greenery happen? And that too polluting industries like garments and pharmacy, if they are going to be established in Telangana, in south, in south, north, east, west, how can Hyderabad become a green city, Mr. Modi and your cabinet? This is another election tamasha. One side, Kaleshwaram to Palamu Rangareddy lift irrigation, Mission Bhagirath to Mission Kakatiya, everywhere scams their own ministers, including their president Nadda. Shekhawat, Water Resource Minister, announces Daily, their own party president is also MP. They say it is a corrupt government family rule, including Mr. Modi, Amit Shah. But how are you giving the award? This not mulakat for the sake of taking away funds, grants from foreign countries, and in the budget you enlarge and keep where that money is going? That is $1 million question. That is why we say corruption at the highest level, corruption in the middle, and corruption at the lowest level. They are not allowing panchayat municipalities to function independently. Amendment 73, Amendment 74 allows them to function independently. Had that been done so, definitely green panchayats, green municipalities would have happened. But is it happening? Sir, a forward from you before I enlarge upon it.
Yeah, see, once again, the GO 111 has come into the public attention, and the Honorable Chief Minister, he just released in through the media that the area which is under the GO 111 is going to have a green city, and interestingly, they have also come out with certain packages like putting up STPs and other things. And the core purpose what they project is they would like to show to the green activists that a green city can be developed without any green planning. That is the problem. And so we will elaborate this in continuation. Please, sir, you are saying you would like to show something. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So my Guruvar is very clear. Green thoughts without any green planning, it is very unscientific. So I wanted to show some so that people can understand. Now I'll just try to play this video, which is there on the public this thing in YouTube. This thing only. We are not copying or we are not trying to get into the rights of anyone.
If you're a business owner, then let us do a health check for your business right now in this video. In this health check for your business,
sorry.
you will.
This is not the video. This is not the video. I'm sorry.
This video was kindly sponsored by the Electio Foundation. After the overwhelming response we got from our first Sustainable Cities video,
I have another specific
we should create
video.
a follow-up video to dive deeper.
Then this is the specific video which I am trying to show. This is the one.
Nowadays, the majority of the European population lives in cities, and urbanization is further on the increase. The quality of life in cities is hindered by the environmental challenges linked to increasing urbanization. This is why the European Commission has launched the Green City Accord. Air pollution is the main environmental cause of premature death and disease. The EU's air quality standards continue to be exceeded in over 100 cities. Securing clean and safe water for a growing urban population remains a challenge. As cities become denser, there is increasing pressure on urban green spaces. Each EU citizen throws out nearly half a ton of municipal waste every year. Inefficient waste management means that significant quantities of resources are lost, hindering the transition to a more circular economy. Environmental noise is a growing problem. At least 20% of the EU's population live in areas where traffic noise levels are harmful to their health. The Green City Accord is a movement of European city leaders with a common vision of making their cities clean and healthy by the year 2030. Joining the Accord means a commitment to significant improvements in 5 environmental areas: air quality, quality of water bodies and water use efficiency, urban biodiversity and urban ecosystems, waste management and the circular economy, and combating noise pollution. In turn, cities signing up for the Green City Accord will enjoy a number of benefits. Locally, they will increase their credibility in the eyes of their communities by becoming more transparent and more accountable. They will form part of a growing network of like-minded cities and be invited to capacity-building activities. At the European level, their environmental achievements will become more visible. Let's make our cities greener, cleaner, and healthier together. Join the Green City Accord.
Now I hope everyone understands why our politicians started Green City concept for the grants, and it is a new movement. Don't go away. I will show some of the interesting aspects in and around in India too. Oh, one second. Yeah, it's here. Now here, Hyderabad wins Green City Award. I don't know how. Hyderabad wins World Green City Award at South Korea. Hyderabad is the only Indian city that was selected, and it is a matter of pride for Telangana and India that has won not only the category award but the overall World Green City 2022 award, the best across all 6 categories, to an official release. Telangana's Hyderabad city won the overall World Green City Award 2022 and Living Green for Economic Recovery and Inclusive Growth Award at the International Association of Horticulture Producers World Green City Awards 2022 held in Jeju, South Korea. I don't know what is this, how they could win. I'm showing you the same, what they have been trying to put it across. Now I hope KCR and KTR understand what is the Green City Accord, what are the parameters on which it has to be. Is Hyderabad so? HMDA, Hyderabad Metro Development Authority, or GHMC, Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation, all those things have to explain, is it true that we have won because of these features? And there are let me listen to him, what he has to say. Municipal Administration IT Minister KT Raman on Sunday said that the state is on a green mission, Harita Haram, a brainchild of K. Chandrasekhar Rao. Mr. KTR, when you say you are on green mission, but how is that you are doing away forests in Ibrahimpatnam, huge forest area, and the lung cover in and around Hyderabad? Why are you selling them after converting them into plots? Is that what green city is all about? You have seen air quality, potable water, dispose, how do you dispose waste, the waste management, noise pollution, all these things category, that means a healthy living. This has just become another rhetoric. uh, there were 10 cities in Hyderabad, I mean in India. Just trying to show you green city, healthy, successful, livable urban spaces. We aim to develop an international standard for green cities as well as being a focal point for green city best practice and a source of through world activities, research and marketing. This is what they are trying to do. They try to show green city concept to get grants which no one understands. This is what I'm trying to say, why central government is keeping quiet. Yes sir.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm done with my sharing. I think there are many, only 10 livable green cities in Hyderabad, right from Shimla and all. Yeah, I'm still sharing my screen. Yes sir, go ahead. A bit low sir, your face has gone up above the screen. Bring it down a bit down. Yeah, it is better. So, because is this because of grants? Is this because of real estate development? Is it because to attract more and more foreign fund and not to allow other foreign companies to go off their cities like Hyderabad and all? This new Tamasha.
Yes. right from the day one, the content and the spirit of GO111 was misinterpreted, and several attempts have been made to nullify the GO111. Nobody knows about it. ఇందులో ముఖ్యంగా ఏముంది అని అంటే ఈ GO111లో ప్రికాషనరీ మెజర్ తోటి సుప్రీంకోర్టు జడ్జిమెంట్ ఇచ్చింది. దాని తర్వాత GO111లో the things which have to be followed as an agreement, follow-up agreement to GO111, no action has been implemented so far. It was agreed that universities like JNTU, EPTRI Institute will be awarded for monitoring of the implementation of GO111 and the conservation plans. Nothing has happened in this direction. And everybody says, that these two reservoirs were constructed, government claim is to provide the drinking water to twin cities. It is absolutely a nonsensical statement. These two reservoirs were constructed as flood mitigation structures. And it happens that these structures will impound the water. An additional benefit was extended to supply drinking water to the then population of some 1 lakh in 1922, and it survived till 1970s. It still keeps on supply the water to the capacity which both the reservoirs have. It's not that reservoirs have failed. They are continuing to do it. They once again proved Musi River that in 2000 and again that river Musi is not a tamed nala. It's a ferocious living body. Point number one, whatever the land which comes under the GO111 is only part of the catchment areas of Himayath Sagar and Gandipet. Himayath Sagar has almost 1300 square kilometers and Gandipet has, Usman Sagar more than 700 square kilometers. Out of the 2000 and odd square kilometers, the GO111 is hardly 15% of the total area. Any rainwater, any drop of water that comes from Anantagiri has to come down to one of these reservoirs. So how would you say that GO111 is protecting everything? The very concept of GO111 was started as a beginning pilot experiment. My first contention is it should be extended to the entire catchment areas of 2000 square kilometers of Musi beyond Himayath Sagar and Usman Sagar. They are not talking about it. They are talking like, some kind of an irrational statements. Beyond the GO111, development has already gone to a major extent. Nearby Chevalla, the government has already established the chemical industries. And near the Anantagiri Hills, government has plans to shift the chemical and dye industries to this particular area. And how do they ensure those contaminated waters, limit themselves to that area, does not percolate to these two reservoirs? Is it not? There is no debate, scientific debate on how do we come out with conservation plans in the catchment areas of drinking water supply systems. We have not studied the case studies of New York water supply system, San Francisco water supply system, and Mexico government policy on such reservoir systems. Then we are just fascinated with the word green cities. Green cities and eco cities is not a new nomenclature that is in the public domain today. It's there right from 1992. Eco cities, consortium of eco cities was there. What are the indicators of these things? What are the parameters we are taking for the green city supposed to be developed in GO111? What happened to the report of the by the High Committee, which is headed by the Chief Secretary? Now we have a new Chief Secretary, and there is no report on this, and we do not have any information on this, so that people can go through and see the plus and minus points of this report and may help the government in improving this. But nothing is happening. And the third point is they have plans to create diversion sewage channels from these reservoirs. So this where does this diverted water goes to? It ultimately goes to Musi. It ultimately reaches to the downstream of the Hussain Sagar. Then how are you taking care of it? If it is a green city, and the kind of a capacity we are designing something like 22 STPs. How many buildings have you sanctioned? Is there any record of it? We do not have how many gated communities are going to come up, what status of the gated communities to going to come up. They have already estimated the generation of sewage, something like 337 to 607. That is something like 937 million liters of the sewage is going to be generated in the green city. That means already plotting happened. They sold to the real estate people. They made the money. Nothing has been discussed on this issue. How do you came out with this? And most ironic thing is the entire catchment area do not have the stormwater drains, and now the newly developed residential habitations do not have the stormwater drains. We are only depending on the combined water sewers. Natural nalas are becoming the stormwater drains, and those stormwater drains are becoming combined sewers. Then how do we look into it? And you see, 129 crore acres, something like 358 acres of land they are allotting for STPs. Does these STPs need so much of land? I do not know. And is the STP only answer for a green city? When Government of India came out with bioengineering approaches and approved it and endorsed it, why we are not discussing on these aspects of it? One MLD will cost you more than 3.5 crores as a capital investment. And for a 10 MLD plant for running cost will come something like 1.5 crores. And look at the energy cost. We do not have any figures on that. From where we are going to come out all this, and the sewage that comes from 80% of the catchment, which is in the above upstream of the green city. Is there any calculations on it? Do you have any how many automatic rain gauge stations you have? How many piezometric stations you have? How many pollution control board online systems you have? You do not have anything. And the fifth point I am talking is, all over the world, you have building codes for the buildings which come up in the upstream area or in the catchment area. Do you have any specific building codes for these buildings which are going to come up in the green zone, GO111? Please answer to this. If you strictly follow the building codes and review the international standards, you will reduce the sewage generation. And green city, the sixth point is, government also claims that the city is inclusive in planning. I do not understand. Even upper middle class fellow or a lower rich class fellow cannot dream of owning a piece of land in green city area, because it's going 3 lakh rupees a square yard. Then how it becomes a inclusive growth? Do we know? Do we understand what is inclusive growth is? What are the building materials, alternate building materials you are coming up in this green city, which will generate less heat, generate less radiation? Which are the areas which you are going to come out with porous concrete so that the rainwater can be absorbed? No detailed DPR has been done. No scientific studies have been done. And the High Committee just sitting and doing nothing, I am sorry to say. And this High Committee would have taken the help of several experts on this green planning. Do you have it? Do you have any glimpse of the Audubon Green City development plans in this? No, you do not have anything. I don't think that the members of the High Committee have heard of this, which is an exclusive thing. They have already identified the villages, 9 villages in the Himayath Sagar region and 13 villages in the Usman Sagar region. You see, what is the status of the drainage basins in these regions? Because you need to think of putting up the STPs based on the status and predicted sewage generation, predicted water flows on basin wise. Have you taken care of incorporating the Sendai framework of risk management, risk reduction management of Sendai, which this government has signed in 2015, which will come to an end by 2030, and we did not even discuss on Sendai framework of risk reduction in any development plans. Forget about Sendai development. Did you discuss anything on urban flooding guidelines, which was issued by Government of India in 2010, so that it will help in bringing a resilient, rain-ready city? Have you incorporated the principles and practices of this urban flooding guidelines, Sendai framework of risk reduction? Nothing. And even, unfortunately, I say, even the central government smart city doesn't carry some of these indicators. And recently, Government of India also established what is called water efficiency. And what are the indicators of energy efficiency and water efficiency in this proposed green city? Do you have anything in this? And as usual, the High Committee members you have is MD Waterworks, PCB, Member Secretary, and HMDA Planning Director. Except the HMDA Planning Director, all others are Indian Administrative Services domain knowledge of administration, but I have my own doubts on their knowledge on bringing a balance between the development and conservation in a green zone. To sum up, the catchment area is 2000 and odd square kilometers. The green zone GO111 area is only hardly 15 to 20%. If you are really thinking of bringing a green city, extend the principles and practices of the green conservation to the entire 2000 square kilometers area. Come out with a reviewed, reoriented development plans and address what you are going to do where you have already established these chemical industries near Chitral. No, that is not Chitral.
Chautupal.
No, not Chautupal, sir. Beyond that, towards Vikarabad and all. Okay. Shankarpalli, those zones, and then near the Vikarabad. Okay, you have the chemical industries coming up. You also have the proposal to shift the pharma and pharma chemical industries to nearby Damegundam. So how you are going to address all these things? Every drop of water from the upstream will come down to GO111 and then to this. Diversion of it, it's only going to aggravate the floods in Hyderabad. You do not have any stream gauge stations even now in Hyderabad on sewage waters. We do not have sewage drains. We have only combined sewers. So the sewage is 365 days. When it rains, rain overflows onto the land. So how you are going to address all these issues? And in the newspaper, the statement came, to make the green activists silent. We are coming out with a lot of packages. Yes, sir, we are very silent, we are very humble, we are very submissive. But at the same time, we caution you that you are opening up a Pandora box. You are creating a death rope to the entire Hyderabad. That includes the catchments of Himayath Sagar and Usman Sagar. So we need to think of it, and soon we will come out with further more details, spatial information on the entire catchment areas very soon. Please, we also invite the officials to come forward for an open debate. We also request the officials and the Honorable Chief Minister and the Honorable Minister for Municipal Administration. Sir, please come out boldly, come out with an open heart to listen to what are the strategies for a green city and how you should go for a balanced conservation and with development. There are several international case studies. We are all missing this. Let us not do it for a real estate, promoting the real estate. It only indicates that the kind of numbers you have already given, 22 STPs, something like you see 900 million liters of sewage, that you have already sanctioned the buildings, and they are certainly going to generate so much of sewage. How do you see that? The 80% of the catchment is waiting for this, and the growth in the 80% of the catchment will bombard everything. And finally, my caution is, we are not doing any dam safety studies, which now is a mandate under the Central Government Act.
Right.
Please carry out the dam safety studies. You are avoiding violating everything. You may have a political difference with the central government, political party, but you cannot go violating the central government's acts.
Right.
So please conduct dam safety studies along with this. Okay. So we hope that the message will reach to the Honorable Chief Minister, Minister for Municipal Administration, and also the committee member, Chief Secretary, and all. Please come out with transparent information. Let us have an open debate. Let us learn the spirit of agree to disagree, and where we agree and where we disagree, why, and what is the alternative things. This is most important in a democratic process. In the spirit and health of democracy, I am suggesting these things through the channel. I thank Dr. Shivprasad Reddy for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. So Hyderabad Democracy Forum, Gurutullilu Subbarao garu and Professor Purushottam Reddy garu ద్వారా DRTSPR channels kuda Mukhyamantri garu and KTR garu. Now take this as a challenge now. No more demands, no more requests. No, take this as a challenge. Mr. KTR, you said Haritaharam is the biggest example of green city. Now here itself we are challenging you. If so, అదే నిజమైతే ఊర్లల్లా కొండలు గుట్టలు మాయమై రియల్ ఎస్టేట్ ఈవెన్ వ్యవసాయ భూములు రియల్ ఎస్టేట్ కింద మారుతున్నాయా లేదా? First straight question to you, Mr. KCR and KTR. If Haritaharam, you say, is the biggest example of green city revolution, if that is the case, is this not a fact that hills, hillocks, entire agriculture lands in the villages, even in the remotest part of villages in Telangana, are being converted into real estates or farmhouse layouts or not? Are you ready? We are challenging you. We will go around Telangana, right from Narayan Khed to this thing. We will show you your own green city concept of Haritaharam is nothing but trying to create that source of money for party workers or some sympathizers only. Now you show us how many plants you have planted, how much area in each and every village has come under cultivation because you have invested more than lakh crores on Kaleshwaram. There should be a meaningful discussion. Let us discuss. You prove us wrong. We don't mind. See, we are here to learn. We are here to provide information to the public. We have no self-egos. If you are wrong, you are most welcome to correct us. And similarly, the central government, your own Nadda, your own Shekhawat, your own water resources ministers, they said there is a lot of corruption in Kaleshwaram, Mission Bhagiratha, and Palamuru Rangareddy lift irrigation, your own BHEL, Mr. Prime Minister Modi, you are not coming out. Let BHEL release what is the original rate of pumps and motors. Is there any Prevention of Money Laundering Act, PMLA there? Why are you not coming out? That means even central government is equally having equitable share in not acting against corruption or for political convenience. They are trying to play havoc with the lives of people and with the public taxes. ప్రజల సొమ్ము కదా, దానితో కేంద్ర రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వాలు రెండు కూడా ప్రజల జీవితాలతో అదేవిధంగా ప్రజల కట్టే పన్నుల డబ్బులతో ఆడుకోవడం అవినీతి పరంగా అని వాళ్ళ మంత్రులు చెప్పిన చర్యలు తీసుకోకపోవడం వల్ల కేంద్ర ప్రభుత్వంపై అనుమానం వస్తుందా లేదా? దాంతో జీవన విధానాలు ప్రజలవి మారిపోయి విపరీతమైనటువంటి వేడి, లేకుంటే అకాల వర్షాలు, ఎక్కడ చూసినా వరదలు, రోడ్లు పోతున్నాయి, ఇళ్లకు నీళ్లు, ప్రజలు కొట్టుకుపోయి ప్రాణాలు కోల్పోతున్నా ఎందుకు కేంద్ర ప్రభుత్వం మౌనం వహిస్తుంది? ఏ విధంగా హైదరాబాద్కు గ్రీన్ సిటీ అవార్డ్స్ వస్తూ ఉన్నాయి? Even the international organizations have to come out clean. Their awards also should be audited. It should go to International Criminal Court of Justice. Pray. How are you awarding? What are the parameters? Including our union government, you have to take the credit for such awards when actually on the ground, your own self, Mr. Prime Minister, you say it's a corrupt government, family ruled government. It has to go. Action will be initiated. What happened? Your Nadda 2020, Shekhawat 2021, 22, 23. What happened? Why no action? And Palamur Rangareddy lift irrigation on Krishna and Godavari, such huge corruption with evidences every now and then. Your own ministers, your own party men come out in the public. It is there in the public domain. No action. When such is the case, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, Chapan.
Yeah, one important thing which I missed it is, out of
Sir,
the 84 villages under the GO 111, how many panchayats have the biodiversity registers?
wonderful. Yes, that
Because
is important.
this real estate affair will bulldoze whatever the medicinal and herbal plant species we have in that region. They will be permanently, we will be losing them. So
Wonderful.
please come out with a white paper on the biodiversity registers of 84 villages in GO 111 and make
Wonderful.
this as part of your green planning.
Wonderful.
It's a very serious thing, suggestion I'm making it. And
Right, sir.
also to the Chief Secretary. Madam, you
Right.
have to look into these aspects of it.
Right.
Okay? We
Wonderful.
have signed in the COP. We have signed in the COP 2011. So,
Right.
and Hyderabad, that too. So
Right.
we need to honor and respect those agreements. So
Right,
please
sir.
look into it. And okay, thank you so much, Shiv Prasad. I will take leave.
Yeah,
Thank
as
you.
వారు చెప్పినట్టు జీవ వైవిధ్యమైనటువంటి ఆ అంశాలు ఏవైతున్నాయో 84 ఈ గ్రామాల్లో అవన్నీ బయట పెట్టండి. ఎందుకంటే అక్కడ చెట్లు గాని, రకరకాల పక్షులు, ఉన్నటువంటి జంతువులు గాని ఎన్నో నివాసం ఉంటున్నాయి. అటువంటి ప్రాంతాలను 111 జీవో కొట్టేసింది ముఖ్యమంత్రి. జియో 69 రద్దు చేసి తీసుకొచ్చింది ముఖ్యమంత్రి. మళ్ళా ఇప్పుడు గ్రీన్ సిటీ అని చెప్పి దాన్ని మళ్ళా రివైవ్ చేస్తా అంటే, రివైవ్ అంటే గండిపేట్ ఉస్మాన్ సాగర్ కింద 7,000 స్క్వేర్ కిలోమీటర్స్ and 13,000 square kilometers under Himayath Sagar, Mr. KCR, that catchment area. Are you going to revive? 1908 flash floods, that time Nizam Mokshagandam Vishweshwaraya, he has built these two, Himayath Sagar, Usman Sagar, not for water storage. They have been built to protect Hyderabad from these floods. They have been connected to lakes, small lakes and nalas, so beautifully designed. గొలుసుకట్టు చెరువులు, నాలాలు హిమాయత్ సాగర్, ఉస్మాన్ సాగర్ తో కలిపి ఆనాడు వచ్చిన 1908 వరదల నుంచి కాపాడడానికి మోక్షగుండ విశ్వేశ్వరయ్య ద్వారా ఈ నైజాం వారు కట్టడం నిజమా కాదా? దాన్ని ఒకటే దానికి నువ్వు తీసేయడం. అప్పుడు చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు 111 జీవోని అట్లీస్ట్ మిగతా ప్రాంతాన్ని అంతా కొల్లగొడుతూ క్యాచ్మెంట్ 111 జీవో అట్లీస్ట్ ఈ ప్రాంతాలైనా ఉండాలని ఆయన చెప్పుకుంటూ వస్తే, ఈ కేసీఆర్ మొత్తం తీసేసి మళ్ళీ ఎలక్షన్స్ ముందు ఈ కొత్త తమాషా ఏమిటి? గ్రీన్ సిటీ తమాషా గ్రాంట్స్ కోసమా? ఇక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటి ఈ పరిశ్రమలు బయటికి పోతామనే భయమా? వేరే పరిశ్రమలు రావని భయమా? లేక ఇప్పుడు చూస్తా ఉన్నారు మళ్ళా వరదలు వస్తా ఉన్నాయి, కొత్త కొత్త వరదలు. ఆ వరదల్లో కొట్టుకుపోతున్నారు ప్రజలు. రోడ్లకు నీళ్లు, ఇళ్లకు నీళ్లు, పార్కులకు నీళ్లు, ఎక్కడ చూసినా నీళ్లు. ప్రజలు జీవించలేని పరిస్థితి. కొద్దిగా వర్షానికి అన్ని పోతా ఉన్నాయి. వాళ్ళ మైండ్ అటెన్షన్ డైవర్ట్ చేయడానికి కొత్త పథకమా, ఎలక్షన్ పథకమా? లేక ఈరోజు చూపించాము గ్రీన్ సిటీ అకార్డ్. బయట నుంచి డబ్బులు రావాలంటే ఇవన్నీ ఉండాలి. ఎయిర్ క్వాలిటీ, పోర్టబుల్ వాటర్, బయోడైవర్సిటీ, వారు చెప్పినట్టు వేస్ట్ మేనేజ్మెంట్, సాలిడ్ వేస్ట్ మేనేజ్మెంట్, మళ్ళీ నాయిస్ పొల్యూషన్, ఇవన్నీ లేకుండా. కానీ స్ట్రాటజిక్ రోడ్ డెవలప్మెంట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ మిస్టర్ కేటీఆర్, ఓల్డ్ సిటీ డిడ్ నాట్ వాంట్ దట్. అగైన్ నాయిస్ పొల్యూషన్, so much of pollution through that. Why do you need SRDP? We wanted metro from Nalgonda Chaurasta to Bangalore highway, from Bangalore highway to international airport, from there to high-tech city. But you did not understand. Now you are talking about green city, Mr. KCR. Either are you wrong or your son, Mr. KTR, municipal administration minister, is wrong. When you are creating so much of pollution, noise, as well as carbon emissions in the name of strategic road development instead of Hyderabad metro, then how can you say Hyderabad can become green? Nalas, river, lakes occupied, encroached. Are you going to free them? When nothing is happening, how can you say Hyderabad will become green city? when the entire villages are being turned into real estates, or you are saying new layouts, you are converting agriculture lands into real estates, investing lakhs of crores on Kaleshwaram and Palamur Rangareddy lift irrigation. How can you turn Hyderabad and Telangana into a green city or a green state, Mr. KCR? Is this not a fact? ఏ విధంగా అవుతుంది గ్రీన్ సిటీ? హరితహారం ఒక సైడ్ అంటున్నావు, అడవులు కొట్టేస్తున్నావు, లేక మొత్తం గొలుసుకట్టు చెరువులు, నాలాలు, కబ్జాలు, ఊర్లల్లో వ్యవసాయ భూములు మాయం, కొండలు గుట్టలు అన్నీ మాయం. మళ్ళీ ఏ విధంగా గ్రీన్ సిటీ గ్రీన్ స్టేట్ అవుతుంది కేసీఆర్ అండ్ కేటీఆర్ గారు? ఇది అవునా కాదా? మేము తప్పైతే చూపించండి. బయోడైవర్సిటీ అంటాం మనం, అక్కడ జీవ వైవిధ్యభరితమైనటువంటి జీవరాశులు ఉంటాయి, మొక్కలు ఉంటాయి, మనకు మందు ఇచ్చేటువంటి మొక్కలు, మెడిసినల్ ప్లాంట్స్, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఈస్ బీయింగ్ డెస్ట్రాయిడ్. దెన్ హౌ కెన్ యూ టర్న్ దిస్ ఇంటూ గ్రీన్ సిటీ? ఇబ్రాహీంపట్నంలో చూస్తూ ఉన్నాం, వాళ్ళు వద్దు అంటున్నారు. మేడపల్లి నుంచి అక్కడ వరకు ఫార్మా సిటీ, హాయిగా ఫారెస్ట్ ఏరియా, ఆక్సిజన్, ప్లెంటీ ఆఫ్ ఆక్సిజన్. We don't want this pharma industry, we don't want garments అనేది. when they are farmers are on the roads, they are saying KCR, KTR, take it to your own areas. Why are you not listening? Yes sir, finish it sir.
Yeah, one recent statement from HMDA
Sir,
actually gives a lot of suspicion on present day CM's statement. It contradicts.
sir,
HMDA some 15 days back gave a statement that
sir,
the Usman Sagar, Himayath Sagar are not recognized as water bodies. I have the newspaper.
Those fellows
I have
should
the
be put behind
newspaper.
bars. CM should initiate action against them.
Yeah, I have the newspaper clipping. And
Sir,
after that, the Green City declaration came. So definitely it leaves an element of doubt, sir. It's the moral responsibility of the government to clarify this before talking anything on Green City. Thank you so much. Thank you.
wonderful sir. I think we will end with this. This is a big statement from Subba Rao garu. Now Mr. Chief Minister KCR garu and KTR garu, will you initiate action against your own HMD officials who said Himayath Sagar and Usman Sagar are not water bodies? Am I right sir?
Yes, not recognized as water bodies.
Not
Then
recognized
what?
as water.
Then what?
There ends the matter. ఇంకా నేను ఇంతసేపు చెప్పాల్సిన అవసరమే లేదు, ఇది అయిపోయింది. ముఖ్యమంత్రి
Then
గారు,
what?
కేసీఆర్ గారు, ఊపర్ సే షేర్వాణి అందర్ సే పరేషాని అంటే ఇదేనేమో. Your own HMD officials, when they say Himayath Sagar and Usman Sagar are not water bodies, now you are stating it will be a green city. God knows who is going to listen to your words, or how you are going to convert this into green city when your own HMD, Hyderabad Metro Development Authority official state on record. Subba Rao garu is going to send me, sir, అది పంపియండి, నేను అది పెడతాను ఫ్లైఓవర్ లో కూడా మళ్ళీ రీచేంజ్ చేసి. I will keep that if you have. We are going to present it to you, Mr. KCR and KTR.
And in the next episode, I will give you all those statements.
Wonderful. So
Okay.
if that is the case,
I'm on travel.
what is this green city? Is it a tamasha, election tamasha, or for the sake of grants, or to just escape from oncoming floods? వరదలు పడుతూ వర్షాలు పడతా ఉన్నాయని కొట్టుకుపోతున్నాయి కాబట్టి వాటి నుంచి అటెన్షన్ డైవర్ట్ చేయడానికి ఇదంతనా? అనదర్ ఎలక్షన్ తమాషా. We will leave it to you citizens. అందు గురించి all citizens should become responsible. Article 51G. You are a constitutional authority, they are all public servants, whether it is chief minister or prime minister. Until and unless you wake up and become responsible, nothing will be left for you and for your kith and kin tomorrow. They will loot everything. You will be literally on the roads. It is left to you. So we are requesting all the citizens of Hyderabad, for that matter any city, Bangalore and everywhere in India, it should be a wake up call for you. Otherwise your present is bleak, and your future, wherein your kith and kin have to survive, God knows. Thank you very much sir.
Thank you.
Do support DRTSPR channels, citizens DRTSPR channel and environment people DRTSPR channels. They are all in larger public interest only. We have nothing to hide. We release the flyer poster. along with my contact number. Anyone can participate. You can prove us wrong. You can always prove us wrong. We are trying our best to give you the correct information, irrespective of any party or organization or anything otherwise, because we have nothing against anyone. We go attend the issue as per rule of law, constitution, invoking evidential act. No enmity against individuals, nor animosity against any parties or organizations. But in doing so, if you do not understand that it is your right to protect, how will you protect? When you have correct information. We are giving you this information through wonderful guests like Subba Rao Garu and all, so that you become enlightened, so that once you understand, you yourself will decide and initiate action. That is why these shows are nothing but to create awareness, enlighten you, and anyone can participate on this show and prove us wrong. We don't mind. Guests will also participate humbly. Thank you very much, sir. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.